What is going on, all you tiny people? Draco Invictus here with another grounded video. Today we're talking about patch 0.1.2 and what you can expect in the next few days. Let's get to it. All right, guys, so as I said before the intro, patch 0.1.2 will be releasing in the next day or two. It is currently August 12th, 2020, so you could expect it on the 13th or 14th, so just be mindful of that. And I want to keep this video nice and short and sweet, so let's get to it. Major issues: better handling of dismissing profile selection at the main menu on Xbox One and Windows 10 store versions, which will help prevent save games from going missing for players on the console or the Windows 10 store version. Fixed an issue where if you had the Kill Mosquito quest prior to patch 0.1.1 release, where it wasn't removed properly and would crash if you killed a creature while that quest was active. Fixed crash while approaching a base with traps that have an insect being damaged by one of the traps when the player arrives. Resolved an issue that would cause random crashes with juice drop combining when approaching them. I am so glad that they're fixing all of these big crash, things like juice drops combining should not crash the game. I'm so glad that they got that figured out. Moving on to the game section, we cleared out excess larvae from games that still had a large number of larvae in their game from the infinite larva respawn issue prior to patch 0.1.1. They also fixed the drop all function not properly splitting items. I had this happen during a live stream. I dropped the stack of 20 arrows on the ground. All of a sudden the ground was filled with arrows. I clicked one of them to pick them up, and all of a sudden I picked up a whole stack, but the ground was still covered with arrows. So the weird issue there, but I'm glad that they got that fixed. Moving on to items, equipment, and resources. Here's the biggie for most of us. Resolved an issue with mushroom gardens, dew collectors, acorns, and other resources not respawning after their initial spawns. So glad they got this fixed. It happened with patch 0.1.1, and they were Johnny on the spot and had it fixed within a week. I'm so happy for that. Reverting the change for now to lock containers to one player at a time, since it was causing containers to stay permanently locked occasionally. So I'm going to take a very quick thing here. Okay, this was introduced in patch 0.1.1, where only one player could look in a container at a time. Because prior to that patch, it was causing desyncing issues, where if you had a container that was pretty full or only had one spot left, and you were in multiplayer and you went to drag an item into that last slot, whatever you put in there disappeared into the ether, never to be seen again. It happened to me with 7 spider fangs that were just gone. And the only place to get spider fangs is by killing wolf spiders. So that was a very expensive resource to just have disappear like that. So to fix that desyncing issue, in patch 0.1.1, they introduced the fact that only one person could look in a container at one time. Everyone else got a little lock notification that, hey, you can't get in this container right now. The problem is that it remained locked permanently. So they've reverted back. But that also means that they've reintroduced the desync. The workaround is don't fill that last slot. It's a very simple workaround until they fix this desync issue. Just don't fill, if you're in multiplayer, don't fill the last slot in any container. And you should not run into any problems. I noticed desync issues when it was the last spot, but never when there was more than one open spot. So it's always that last spot. So if you got a 40 slot container, fill 39. Don't fill 40. Moving on to the UI, removed customized marker from the loot backpack UI that was causing crashes if used, well, because it was not supposed to be available on that screen anyway. And who in the heck is standing around using a customized marker on a backpack because they died? Why would you even click on that button? I click E to open, W to select all, and I keep on sprinting. But again, it wasn't supposed to be there in the first place, and I'm glad that they fixed that problem. And lastly, they fixed an issue with slime mold sconces not turning back on after loading back into the game. So that is it as I have it right now for patch 0.1.2. If they slide another fix in there before the patch actually releases, I will put it as a pinned comment down in the comment section below so that you guys get notified of everything that's coming in the patch. I'm also going to put a link to the complete patch notes, which I covered everything. But I will put a link so that you guys can click on that if you want down in the description below. All right, guys, so that's going to wrap it up for this video. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. I have lots of grounded content coming. I have lots of grounded content already on my channel. If you're new, subscribe, click the bell notification icon. Give me a big old thumbs up because I'm such a great fella. Thank you. But no, seriously, I've got tips and tricks videos. I've got a live stream playthrough. I've got a solo playthrough where it's kind of like a tips or tricks playthrough, or I'm talking about how to discover different things, what you should be doing and stuff like that. I also have a massive build that I'm going to be posting a video on. It's going to be kind of like a time-lapse thing because it is huge. It crushes the game. I've pushed the game all the way to its utter limits where it takes 4 to 5 seconds to put down a single floor after I click. So yeah, it's really bad, but it's awesome. So make sure to check that out when it comes available. And the best way to do that is subscribe, bell notification icon, so that you get notified the next time I post a video. Until next time, I want to say take care of yourself. This is Draco Invictus saying this has been the greatest day in my life. See ya.